How would you define home, and what makes home to you?
It's a hard question. God, what is home to me?
I think to me, home is like more of a state of mind than a place.
Home is a private space, and it's a place where hopefully you get to design what it is for you.
Home is where you feel vulnerable. Home is where you're free to be who you are.
For me, home is a feeling. So it's a feeling of love and of familiarity and of comfort. So for me, it's not about the physical space. It's not about what it looks like. I think that that's a house or that's an apartment or that's just a building. But for me, home is that sense of security and the people that that make you feel the most loved.
Home is like that place where, like, even though you make mistakes and even though you have, like, you know, conflicts with people, it's like a lot of things that you do are forgiven, and that's the reason why you're very comfortable being there.
I think home is acceptance and love.
No matter where I am, as long as I can drive home to my family, or if I can see a friend if I want to, like, I will always feel welcomed and safe in that space.
Home is also where you feel loved and accepted, and for me that's with my family. And I would say, because we moved around a lot when I was little, my mom would always tell us, like, home is whenever the three of us are together, me and my mom and my brother. And I really took that to heart when I was growing up, because home wasn't a house, it was kind of an environment and an atmosphere and a feeling that you get when you're in the place where you know you belong.
I think a home is just a place where you can really, truly breathe and be yourself.
You have to be able to create positive memories in your house.
One day when I have a kid, I want that kid to come to me and talk to me about, you know, if she or he was picked on at school, or if, you know, she or he was abused, or, you know, like, I feel like that's a home. Like, the child can't talk to the parent about anything.
Home is family and pets and just having a quiet place, a quiet, safe place. That's home to me.
How would you explain what home means to someone who may not necessarily know what a home is?
It's a really good question. That used to be me. And so I'm trying to figure out what I would tell myself.
It's tough. I mean, how would you explain that? I guess I would start by saying it's just the place where you're most happiest.
I would say home is where your community is.
I would say maybe home is a place where you feel sheltered from the world.
It's wherever you feel the most yourself and at peace.
It's a place where you can relax and you don't have to necessarily worry too much about how you behave.
Look for a place where you feel safe, where you feel encouraged to be you, where you feel celebrated.
A place where you can feel like a sense of belonging.
A shelter for the soul, and it's a place that you return to because you want to, not because you have to, or that your things are there.
Yeah, I think home is definitely like one of the basic human rights, you know? Like, how can you thrive without a place for you to feel safe and to grow, you know? And if you have to worry about that, like, how can you develop other areas of your life?
I would say home exists Sorry, that's a really deep question. Home exists and it's a feeling. It looks like this and it feels like this. Yeah.
If you could give your younger self advice about growing up and finding a place to belong, what would you say to yourself?
I'd say don't worry so much about what people think about you. Just know who you are and always tell your loved ones how much you love them, and always ask them if they need any help or if there's anything you can do for them, and always tell them thank you, because you never know when they're gonna go.
Trust yourself, don't be scared, know that you're stronger than you think, and no matter how far you go, your family is going to be there. They will always be in your heart. And it's that sense of adventure that will give you the courage and the confidence to be the best version of yourself for your family.
To trust my family a bit more, because that's a big part of who I am today.
I don't think I would do anything differently, so I would just say, you're doing good.
Yeah, true happiness and true acceptance starts within yourself, and that just comes from knowing your own history, being comfortable in your own body, and having your own goals separate from those around you.
I think just everything happens for a reason. Just, everything happens for a reason.
Home won't be the same. It'll look different. Be open. Let yourself be as vulnerable as you were when you first found your home. And let people in.
Sometimes there are not necessarily places that you get to call your own, but there are places that you get to be invited and places that you can feel welcome, and that's enough.
Remember the people who matter the most.
Never be afraid to meet more people.
Get used to being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Take the chance. Take the risk.
Leave if you need to.
Accept what you are. Accept what you love.
Don't feel pressured to fit in.
Life is more about being okay with yourself than finding a place to belong.